My name's Keith Schmidt.
I'm Samantha Webster.
I'm Mary Bell.
My name is Amit.
I really like Seattle, you know. I didn't find a hard time finding work.
I don't qualify for benefits, so I'm just in that weird category where I make just a little too much money to qualify for benefits, but I don't make enough money to really afford daycare and rent. I mean, I am a single mom. I come home from work. I also go to school full-time, and I'm tired.
I lost my job with the city due to a DUI that I received, not on the job, and I work for the Department of Transportation, and it wasn't advisable that I stay with them with the DUI. At that point, my whole life went downhill, and I began living without goals and focus.
So we had just come through some domestic violence, and I was without a job. We were homeless and living in a hotel. And I didn't know what was going to happen. I really didn't know what was going to happen. I stayed positive and stayed grounded as much as I could because I understand that my stress can go onto my voice.
I started having some mental health issues that were getting in the way. From then on in, employment was kind of sketchy. I had trouble holding on to jobs. It was just starting to get to me. It's kind of tough to deal with. And before you knew it, this took years and years. This didn't happen all at once. I did end up getting homeless a little over 2 years ago.
The daycares that I looked around in the downtown Seattle area were just ridiculously priced. I mean, it's $1,400, $1,500, and I can't pay that.
Was it difficult? Very, yeah. Not knowing from pretty much week to week where I was gonna be. It would just be a daily reaction of how to survive. It's just survival.
I was looking for an early learning center for him, and I had found one that was not great. I felt terrible. He was very sad. He would cry and he wouldn't let me go, and I could see the stress in his eyes. I could see sadness in his eyes.
The first day Mary moved into the building, I remember seeing her walk in because she has got a very vibrant persona.
I think she caught me in the lobby and introduced herself. And then we went, and she goes, "You want to go for a walk on Wednesday at 1 o'clock? And I was kind of new here, and I said yes. So we went for a walk, and that's how we talked. And she's a very good listener and non-judgmental, and had a lot to add to the conversation.
Then she had a medical problem. I really think you need to see a doctor for this. And I got her hooked up with an appointment at PIke Clinic.
It's been 21 years since I had my daughter that I've really seen a doctor because I really didn't think that my medical needs needed a doctor.
We're trying to get people to have enough respect for themselves to start following through with what they need to take care of.
And so I'm going through the process of putting your name on the list and all those things. And then it seemed like it took forever.
And I ended up staying at a shelter, St. Martin's shelter, for about the better part of 2 years, about 23 months. But it sure got to me, and I knew I didn't want this kind of life.
He was really discouraged, and he was feeling like he wasn't going to get housing, and he just kind of like said he had given up, lost his hope. And so I ended up leaving him a note, and I said, hang in there and hold on, because you will get housing.
When the day that I got that phone call, and it wasn't that long after, a month or so, I was overwhelmed with joy. I was extraordinarily excited. I was crying. I was so happy. He was so excited to be here.
Because of how things were run here, they had that sliding scale. She's getting so much more out of it. So that little extra money that I have to pay, I see why. I'm seeing the benefit from that.
Keith got the call that his housing was available. And oh my gosh, he was just so he was excited.
And I was sure thankful to God Almighty that I finally got in.
Well, I have hope today, which I didn't when as far as being a productive member of society.
It's a human right and a human response to be a compassionate person and try and keep people in a compassionate place in life and not throw them away like there's so much trash. That's not okay.
Thank you. Thank you, and I'm very grateful to be here and have these resources available and have access and have had somebody show me how to get to them.
God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1,001 times over. What can I do? Not so much financially, but how can I pay you back? What can I do personally to help with this homelessness?
I will never, ever, ever forget that. I'll never, ever be able to say thank you enough. It made such a huge impact.
I just feel like in the market, we are community, and we're so linked. I mean, it's like you have the Pike Market Clinic, that provides medical services, social services. It's linked to the center because members in the senior center go to the Pike Market Clinic. You have some people that are grandparents in the buildings. Their children are at Pike Market Child Care and Preschool. I can go on to Heritage House. Heritage House is our assisted living in the market. And we just work hand in hand. It's like we're brother-sister agencies. And in the Market Foundation, it's our pillar, our foundation. It's the part of the building blocks here.